The next stitch we're going to show you how to do is called chain stitch. It's called chain stitch because, as you can see from this sheet, it looks rather like the links of a necklace chain. So this is how you do a chain stitch. Again, you come out from the back with your double knot and you loop around to make a circle. You go back in the same hole as you came out from, and you go half a square on and bring your needle out. You must wrap this thread around the needle, then you pull. Now the fly stitch, we secured the loop with a little stitch. This time we don't. We go straight into the next stitch, so another loop, needle down where the other one came out, short distance in front, bring the needle out and pull finally your thread around, and this is giving you the chain. So once more, in, come out, a little space on, and you can vary the size of your chain. That was slightly smaller. Now let's show you what happens if you forget to put your needle through your loop. It should go round here, round the needle. Let's do it if it doesn't, and this is what you end up with. So this loop is free to come undone. So this time we can't put it right. We must unthread the needle and take it back to where we started. So we have to come back right the way back to here, bring the needle up here and pop it through the loop to secure it, and then we start again. So this one is very, very important that you always remember to put the thread around the needle before you pull. And this one is also, because it is a loopy stitch, sometimes your thread gets really twisted and it doesn't pull very well. And you can see that if you make your stitches too long, they don't have a nice neat shape to them. So the best stitches are the first two here, and then we're going a bit off track. So try and keep it in a straight line and even sizing. So I just now work right the way across to the other side, and I find it much easier if you put your material sideways on when we're moving across from left to right. Keep going with the loop around the needle. Until you get to the end. Give yourself lots of thread if necessary. Pull the tail through. And finally, this you'll be able to do a whole length of this one using probably one length of thread. When you get to the end and you want to finish, you take your last stitch down to the back of your fabric, holding down that last link, turn it to the back, and once again, you know this very well by now, back under the last stitch and through the loop twice. Now this stitch you can use a lot of different ways on your dream catcher. So let's have a look at some of the ways I've used this chain stitch. On this design we have done chain stitch going around the outside of the tiny circles. The white stitching is chain stitch. Also I've done two very small circles in green and in white on the side circles as well. On this example we have done chain stitch to fill the complete section of purple, gradually doing lots and lots of lines, getting smaller and smaller to the center. On this example I have done something a little different, and here I have done a wide chain stitch, which means I haven't taken the needle back down in the same place. So they become much wider and different. And if you want to know how to do that, we can vary that and learn that variation right at the end of the 8 stitches I show you. So before you finish, all you need to do now is to write chain stitch at the bottom of your practice stitching, and that's chain stitch.